Hello everybody. I hope you guys had a happy Halloween. We are now racing our way toward the Christmas season, and it's time for us to talk about another Metalhead box. We've talked about this product a lot. Those of you who are very familiar with these videos know what we're doing. I'm going to unbox this product for you guys, but you guys have a homework assignment as well, and it's to go to the metalheadbox.com and see all of the different products and services that they can give you. You can get a box just like this one that you're about to see the contents of delivered to your door each and every month, and they have a lot of customization options for you, just in case you have a preferred style of metal, either that or prefer vinyl over CD. So let's take a look at this month's box. Now, like I said, I mentioned Halloween. It's a couple days afterwards, a bit late, but this is one that has a little bit of that theme going for it, but it's really just for the month of October. Let's open this up. As you can see, I didn't have to rip into it. Kind of did a little preview for myself. I'm excited whenever this damn thing comes, so you have to understand, I can't keep that excitement just, boiled up inside, else I'll get an ulcer or vote for someone stupid. So let's check out what is in this Metalhead box. And like I said, be sure to go to the metalheadbox.com and find a package that's great for you. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with an accessory. This is something that the Metalhead box does quite often. You'll get albums, you'll get accessories, sometimes you'll get flags or magazines. We start off with a Halloween pin. Now, I myself don't really have a battle jacket or anything like that. I'm kind of, I don't trust myself with a needle. I'm pretty sure that I would end up with a bunch of bloody fingers, and that just would be really hilarious for anybody who's not me. But you do get pins in the Metalhead box, and this one is perfect for anybody who loves to collect pins, considering this is for the legendary Halloween. It also goes right with the theme of Halloween. We have the trademark pumpkin head right here on front. This is a tribute pin. It is cool. I love it. One thing I do end up doing is usually put pins on shirts and stuff like that because, like I said, seamstress is not my strong suit. But this is really cool. You can get this or something like it in the Metalhead box. Speaking of accessories, for those of you who like coffee or tea, or maybe you like to put a little bit of that wacky alcohol inside of a mug, we have one right here. We have one that says, "It's time for tea." So this one is specifically telling you, hey, get some tea, gosh darn it. And then in the back here, we have a little bit of a tribute to King Diamond or black metal. I think this is more the King Diamond reference right here on the back. Just imagine you're drinking this, and imagine if King Diamond was on the other side of that table drinking tea with you. How cool would that be? Yeah, it sounds like it's really docile. It sounds like you should be drinking blood out of this or something like this, but you know what? Listen to the darn mug. It's time for tea. Blood can wait. Blood's for skulls. Let's move to what we have next. You get t-shirts in the Metalhead box. And that's, of course, if you choose to receive t-shirts. You probably should. They're pretty awesome. I've worn a ton of the custom t-shirts that the Metalhead box has to offer while doing these reviews and others. This one is unfortunately not one of them, so we're actually going to get rid of it and go full tilt boogie. We're going hashtag all in. The shirt that we have for this month is for Chemist, and Chemist is a very, very awesome band that most of you are probably familiar with. If not, you should certainly check them out. Now, through the powers of editing, wow, I didn't have that other shirt on at all. That other shirt didn't exist. I've been in this shirt the whole time. No, I haven't. But yeah, through the powers of editing, now it's on me, and now it's wonderful. And I hope you enjoyed that little brief, like 10-second intermission. Let's move on. Let's move on to a flag. This flag is up next. It is Hellhammer. And it's also very, very tight. Hellhammer with Triumph of Death. This little mini flag is something that you can hang on your wall. You can do many decorative things with it. And look how pristine that is. I actually have a spot which you might not be able to see in frame, but there's a spot that's underneath my Iron Maiden Dance of Death, or Final Frontier, actually, poster. I just don't even know the only shit I have. That this is going to now reside on. It's going to be a perfect place for it. This is the second straight month where they have sent a flag of some variety. The one last month was a kind of like a nice little spooky, ready for October style flag that unfortunately has not found a home yet. I'm being lazy, but these are definitely things that you're going to want to put on your walls. Perfect to show just how metal you truly are, or just because, white walls. All that reminds me was the Between the Buried and Me song, but for others, that might make them a little loopy. You get CDs or music, whatever it may be, inside the Metalhead box as well. And we have 2 this month because we have a couple of other items. So instead of it being a 3 or 4 CD box a month, it's instead one's a little bit light on the music side, but that's okay because you're getting a lot of other things. The first one is Domcraft. These guys are a relatively up-and-coming Bandcamp band that is doom metal, and they are pretty damn cool from what I've heard thus far. I really didn't have much time to check these guys out, but the thick riffs that I heard whenever I booted up their Bandcamp and gave their sound a try was certainly really, really cool, and they've mentioned a couple of different bands that they really have kind of a similar vein to. Yob and Neurosis are the 2 that really retained in my mind. That, of course, spells fantastic promise considering Neurosis, of course, are legends, and Yob put out a great album this year and has had a very, very solid career. The second band is Meadows End. Now, I actually have these guys followed over on Instagram, and you guys can do so too very, very easily. They kind of do a progressive death metal style that's a little bit more geared toward the death metal or like a more technical department. These guys are really, really steady, and they have really come a long way. I'm fairly certain that Infidel Amsterdam may have mentioned these guys in a prior best of video for the year-end album of the year list or whatever it may be. I really like what I hear from these guys as well. As you can tell, whenever I previewed this box, I couldn't wait to listen to this album because this is called The Supperwell, by the way. This is from 2014, I believe, and it is just really, really good. It's a really solid disc. This is one of those albums that if you play it in your car, you kind of want to, on purpose, take the long way home and listen to more of this disc. That's how steady it is. That's basically it. We have a couple of other things that are in this box. And speaking of Meadows End, there's a little kind of dark promo code or promo mailer here for Sojourn, which is their brand new album that came out here in 2018. And of course, there's always a signature in the box. There hasn't been a box without a signature for quite some time. This one here is for Joel Grind from Toxic Holocaust. And speaking of Toxic Holocaust, is one of the shirts that I've gotten in the Metalhead box. So obviously very, very close-knit. They're great affiliates and have done multiple things for the Metalhead box. So you get that autographed photo right there, and that is it. That is the box, and that is a heck of a haul. That is an absolute heck of a haul, and I definitely really recommend that you deck the halls with lots of metal by getting yourself a Metalhead box this holiday season. And you can do so by going to metalheadbox.com, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. A lot of customizable options. Thanks again to the staff over at the Metalhead box for just an absolutely fantastic product, first of all, but also for being really, really cool and very approachable as well. These are folks that I've been able to have conversations with on social media and stuff. They're very, very active whenever they can be. And that's really neat to have with any sort of company, because usually you don't get that kind of sort of personal service. You know, I've seen some of the staff comment on posts of mine and things like that. So they're very, very active in the community. They have a very good product that I recommend to any metalhead, whether you are just getting started or you are a seasoned veteran. Those of you who are just getting started, you're going to get an inside glimpse at the underground. So you're going to be actually ahead of the curve by comparison to some of your peers getting into the genre. So this is something that you definitely need. Scope out the link in the description box below in case you forgot it. It's metalheadbox.com, by the way. And get yourself one this holiday season. Cover Killer Nation. I approve this message.